Yo, what's up, incredible Earthlings? Thank you indeed for clicking this video. Respect and much love to yourself, man. You see, the price that good men pay for in defense of public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. You see, it's why here we believe in spreading love, peace, forgiveness, unity, and honesty among all humans across the whole world. You see, so that we can all be generating good vibes. We do that by reacting together to all types of videos, all with the intentions of uniting humanity and spreading love. Straight out of Africa with lots of good vibes. Find the wonderful Earthlings, hit the like button, watch till the end, and tell us where you're watching from. Let's dive in.
Listen to this, scam, you guys. Listen to this, scam, and you be the judge of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, we're all being lied to about everything. We're literally all being lied to about everything. But check this out.
Just to give people an idea of how much energy it takes to charge an electric vehicle. I'm at Electrify America. This is a 350 kilowatt station. I'm consuming roughly 137 kilowatts. It'll fluctuate. Sometimes I can go up to the full 50. But to put this into perspective, an average home consumes 1.25 kilowatts per hour. 135 kilowatts per hour, it's like the equivalent of 106 homes on the grid, just this one station. Now, if I was going to get the full 350 kilowatts like these can supply, that would be the equivalent of 280 homes. Now, think about all 6 chargers running at full capacity. That's like 1,080 homes on the grid. Just a little food for thought. It's things people don't realize the amount of energy it takes to fast charge these batteries. It's a huge amount of electricity, and now you understand why the electric companies can't even supply that much power to one spot. It's like, think of 1,600 homes and how much copper and wire that would take to supply that many houses.
So he says so much electricity to power these things, right? But not just electricity, high levels of radiation. You guys hear that?
Off the charts.
That's the radiation meter.
Here to show you guys how much EMF. This thing's just going crazy.
You guys see the symptoms?
So high, you shouldn't even be standing here. But as people charge their car, that radiation cooks the body. That's why they're pushing this. Now, what's interesting is we look around here, and it's just an open parking lot. So there's no towers, but this whole system is all linked up to the towers, and each car is also acting like a tower, emitting harmful.
This right here is literally the definition of out of sight, out of mind. Just because you don't see it, it's out of your mind, so you're not worried about it. All coming back to harm you because, I mean, I guarantee you the elites don't have no electric cars, you know what I'm saying? They're not sitting in no radiation vehicles sitting there for hours upon hours. Have y'all seen how long they takes to charge them? Look at that, 8.5 to 11 hours. Look at that, 12 hours, 15 hours. That's crazy, y'all. Sitting there for getting cooked by that for entertainment purposes only, of course. I see why Tesla and all electric vehicles are going down now. People are finally catching on to the scam, you know, because everything comes to light eventually. Everything that is hidden comes to light. So again, I just thought I'd share this video. So let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting time. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. You already know what to do, y'all. Keep up with me on my other accounts, especially on my YouTube, where I go deeper on the esoteric level of these topics at hand. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
Oh, man, good people of Earth. Please leave your thoughts on that, man.
Guess what, guys? I'm one of the foremost world leader in the knowledge on ancient texts and tablets, scriptures, papyruses, and cylinder scrolls. And guess what? In all the ones I've gone through over thousands over the years, not one of them is speaking about the creator of the universe, which is real. I acknowledge that. Matter of fact, so did the Anunnaki. They claimed to know that they were going to get in trouble for what they did on this planet by the creator of all, which tells you that they knew they weren't the creator of all, that there was somebody even above them, an entity, an energy, a life force of something above them that had a say-so, and they would have to find judgment one day. So they knew they weren't God, even though they masqueraded as God. They became the gods of the Torah and the Talmud and the Bible and the Quran and all these texts. You have the people of the Jewish faith, which originally begin in that same region and migrate down into Ethiopia. Migrate through Egypt. They go through Egypt first, down into Ethiopia, which is in Africa. Egypt is in Africa, and so is Ethiopia. And they get down there, and they begin to build temples and worship and all that good stuff. Matter of fact, the people down there are jet black, blacker than this shirt I have on. Let me show you a picture of these Jews, in my opinion, are the oldest version of the Jewish faith. They're so old that they weren't even aware of the Holocaust. They had discovered about the Holocaust not too many decades ago. They didn't even know it existed. These are the Jews. And if you go to Ethiopia, you can go to temple and you can see them worship and you can see them read from the Torah and you can see them speak in Hebrew and write in reverse and all that good stuff. Those are the Jews. Okay? Those are the Jews. And so I did a whole video on this a few months back, which talked about the story of the Black Jews. Matter of fact, I may add that to this video. And it doesn't mean that I'm extra proud that they're Black or anything like that. I'm just pointing out actual facts. This is an actual fact of life that can't be changed. It's a reality that can't be altered. As a matter of fact, when Moses left and went down there, he actually married a Black Ethiopian wife. This is in the Bible. You can read the whole description right there. It tells you specifically exactly what happened there. Okay. And the reason why I bring this up is because it's so interesting that in the video I did, these same Black Ethiopians have the hardest time getting access to Israel, which is supposed to be this promised land, quote unquote. In that video, I have a woman who actually is in Israel that works in the government. And specifically, she's talking in my video about the hardest time she has getting, attacking racism in a way to get it reduced and to stop it from happening. And that many people who finally do make it to Israel that are Black, these Black Jews, original Black Jews, are just homeless. Some of them are even living in the streets. And they're heavily, I guess, oppressed there. And so she said it was a big challenge that she's trying to find a way to overcome, but she doesn't have a lot of help on that end. And so it's a lot of work. And she was a little overwhelmed. And that's an actual video that you can find right here on this Forbidden Knowledge podcast. And the point that I'm trying to make here is we have a strange situation here where people end up in this faith, claim it for their own, which is interesting. And then they go on this text that says they own all this land because it was given to them by God. It's pretty interesting. Now, when you analyze the land that was given to them by God, from the biblical, from the ancient text, or it's not really ancient, but you go into the biblical text and Torah, it's south and southwest of Lebanon mountains, north and east of Egypt, east of the Mediterranean coastal plain, west of the Arabian desert, and the land of Canaan was located in the southern Levant, which today includes Israel, the West Bank, and Gaza and Jordan. the southern parts of Syria and Lebanon. Now, if you look at the biblical part, which is the south and southwest of Lebanon and north and east of Egypt, the east of the Mediterranean coastal plain, that's a much bigger piece of land. Like, that's a massive swath of land that supposedly that they were promised a very long time ago. They believed in this promise so strongly that they decided to go there and just go to war against the people that live there and take their land from them. Sound familiar? Does that sound familiar to you? Just go and just take it and claim it's in the name of God. Pretty interesting. Sounds like what the Europeans did to a lot of continents on this planet. It's just a fact. I'm just spitting facts. I'm not getting emotional. I'm not throwing in my own, stuff into this. I'm not flaming any fires. I'm not trying to gaslight anybody. I'm giving you absolute verifiable facts that anyone can go learn in school right now. Okay? This isn't forbidden knowledge tonight. This is fact knowledge. And so they go there and they take it.
Oh man, good people of Earth, please spread love across the
The
whole
following
world.
video is from a TikToker who uses Google Earth to locate interesting places, and then he goes and explores it. In this particular footage, it has people asking so many questions as to what it is. So what looks like precise cuts made into this canyon, almost like a rock quarry. The questions, though, to ask, how old is this site? And was this a rock quarry for giants? Because it's massive. And it's literally a canyon. Take a look at this. This, I don't believe, is natural. Tell me what you think.
Oh man, this is unbelievable. Good people of Earth, who do you think were those cutting those big blocks of stone? Eh? I watched as this tiny crab built himself a home. Oh, and this must be one very hardworking crab. You see, it digs a hole, gets the stone from the hole, and uses the stone to build a wall for itself. Oh, I didn't know these animals can do this, man. This is incredible. And how is it sitting in the hole? Does it have cement down there, or what type of technology is this crab using there? Oh my god. And it just built an underground home. That's creative. What type of UFO is that? Airplane stuck in the middle of the air. Oh my god. What is this? Do you think it was stopped by some traffic police there on the air? Or what happened? Or just the people in the airplane decided to just chill and have a break for the long journey? What is going on?
Muammar Gaddafi killed. Muammar Gaddafi was murdered because he, along with the other African heads of state, were about to bring into existence Africa's first central bank. They were erecting a central bank in Africa, which was going to do what? Back its money to the resources under the ground in Africa. Now, what would that have done to the global economic order? Remember, the United States dollar isn't backed on any natural resource. The British pound isn't backed on any natural resource. The Canadian dollar, the European Union, their currency isn't backed on any natural resource because Europe doesn't have a lot of natural resources. Africa does. So if they would have been successful in creating a central bank of Africa, coming up with a unitary currency and then backing that currency to the material wealth under the soil, they would have bankrupted every other economic system in this world from America to Europe to China. That was revolution. And that's why Muammar Gaddafi had to be assassinated, because he was about to help the African heads of state eliminate modern slavery and neo-colonial.
Oh man, that's some scary stuff. Why would the people kill one another? You see, we should all be loving one another as the whole world. And there's some good webs guy here have some video trying to explain if the earth or the sun is rock on a flat earth. What do you think? Oh my god. You mean this is a tattoo? I thought this guy was looking the other way. Oh my god. Good people. What's up? What's going on there? Oh, a silicone doll. What type of doll is this? Look at this one. Looks like a person.
And they can begin to sustain an elevated emotion. They begin to broaden the magnetic field around their body to 9 meters wide. Now they're more energy than matter. They're more wave than particle. And they can exert better effects on reality. When you open your heart, like dropping a pebble in water, you produce a ripple. If you drop a bigger stone, you produce a bigger ripple. If you're able to sustain that state, you keep dropping the same rock over and over again, and you broadcast a signature into the field. The emotion is the magnetic charge. Your intention, your thought, is the information that's carried on that wave. And when you combine a clear intention with an elevated emotion, you begin to produce an effect on matter.
Y'all, this is one of the cases that I just cannot get over.
Bumble clots. I remember this story, from 4 years ago, This little girl just said that she want to get back at somebody, And listen, you see how things happen and transpire? You must stop fast with things because they can cause burning and fire. And then I remember that she did dead because she wants somebody else instead to bumble clots. This is why I tell people to stop fasting with things. Stop touching things. Going near things that don't concern you. It's so sad this little girl lose her life, But this is a thing that I must tell people every single time me see you. Put thing back that don't concern you. You don't touch up too many bumper clot things around here, so And she did all of these to get back at her friend. And yet her friend is here and she's not.
Oh. That's some scary story. Strange triangle UFOs around the world. First recording approximately 4 a.m. on some place I don't know where. But look at this. This is some strange sighting. Good people of Earth, what are these stuff? Where do this stuff come from? Some of this stuff really make me wonder. Are they even real? Or is it just something being projected there and we think is something real? Or if it's real, then what are they? Are they big drones or something we don't know? Please leave your thoughts. And the second recording was approximately at 8 a.m. And that stuff was still there. Oh my god. It's some crazy stuff, man. Looks like some suspended pyramid on the air or a floating triangle. What type of stuff is this? Looks like if it's from another place, then those guys must be very good in architecture and designing, because how can this stuff move on here? You see, they cannot understand. You see, how does these things happen? This is creepy, man. Good people of Earth. Some of these things you see here, they are really hard to understand. Why isn't the book of
Enoch in the Bible if Enoch is mentioned in the Bible?
Enoch is mentioned in the Bible as a marker.
Pay attention.
An Old Testament marker, if you will. But the book of Enoch, if you've read it, is not scripture.
We'll deal with this.
History. And it's a very, very dark history of something that happened before the Great Flood. It is mentioned by Jude, who in Jude 6 says, "And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day." Those angels are out of business. Their story can be accessed, but the spiritual gain, that is, a spiritual lesson has gained from studying the fallen angels is probably best left to the scholars or to someone who has exceptional interests in the old world.
So, Shalom Yisrael and to the Gentiles in the truth of Yehoshua HaNetzari. You see these guys, they just come and they say a few words and they sound eloquent. Stay away from it. Let it be with the scholars. Who made anyone a scholar? Who made you a scholar? So you're saying we should stay away from the books of Enoch. Why don't they answer these questions? Why do we have all through the scriptures references that the New Testament authors, Yehoshua himself, and in the Old Testament, all referring to Enoch? Why don't we talk about how Enoch is in the Dead Sea Scrolls? Why don't we talk about how Enoch was and has been in the oldest Bible put together by the Ethiopian church? Why don't we talk about how Enoch was left out by the King James translations? It was part of the old Apocrypha. They got rid of it, because they just felt like it, the Book of Feelings. And where was Jude reading from? This is the brother of the Messiah. Where was he reading from? Where was Paul reading from when he speaks about Melchizedek? He's reading from the second book of Enoch. They don't want you to read these truths because you will go into a higher place with the Most High. There is so much evidence that Enoch is scripture, and you're one of the greatest things we can read about the book of Enoch. He calls on the Messiah and he sees the Messiah and he calls him Ben Adam. He calls him the Son of Man. That's where we get the term from, Son of Man. It was Enoch who saw him first. So Hanuk, the righteous prophet, and he had written 365 books also just for the righteous. So this type of commentary you read, we know they're not righteous and they don't want anyone else to enter into the kingdom. So we want to stay away, especially from the heathen tribes that try to tell the Hebrews how to live and what to read and what not to read. We need to read the books of Enoch because it reveals to us in the last days how we're going to live, hold the Torah, and how the Most High is going to do a righteous judgment for all those who suffer for the name of the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach. Hallelujah.
That's interesting, man.
Or inertia and momentum works.
Huh. How do you think they created those stuff?
Why the Anunnaki were obsessed with monoatomic gold.
Listen to this guy's story and tell me this white powder isn't some sort of interdimensional consciousness juice.
Monoatomic gold goes into a different dimension. When we find this monoatomic substance, we can manipulate it with the energy in our own bodies. Between 700 and 800 degrees Celsius, this pile of white fluffy powder vanished from sight. They thought that it just disappeared from sight, so they wiped the pan clear, cleaned it, thinking that maybe they just disrupt it or disturb it. When they started bringing the temperature down, the pile of fluffy powder re-emerged where it disappeared from. What this tells us that between 700 and 800 degrees Celsius, monoatomic gold goes into a different dimension, and this is critical information.
Oh, that's interesting, man. Oh.
Nature's swimming pool. This is nature's swimming pool. Okay? Yeah. The swimming pool they've showed to you is a lie. It's an illusion. You are swimming in an illusion. This is nature's natural swimming pool. As I see an ankasa swimming pool here. It's not a joke. If you have a river in your community, make sure and ensure that the river is clean and well cleared. Clear the plastics, because we have to protect nature. We have to protect this beautiful feminine. Okay, yes. So this water has to be as this forever. If there is any river in your community, go and show her some love. Clear there. When you see plastic, pick it. Sometimes just pick some rake and some cutlass and go get all the plastics, the ones that are in the earth around the riverbank. Clear them, okay? It's a very powerful thing. Sometimes I see plastics around rivers and I get so much. I just get so much. I am like, if you pick it, the following day, you come and see people putting it there. I was in a car. A certain lady drank water in a sachet and threw it. An old woman. There was another time too, I was in a car. An old woman. Sometime too, an old man who calls himself an educated person. He has been to school. He has been to school. He was wearing an ECG, Electricity Company of Ghana shirt. He has been to school. But, you know, he doesn't know. He just went there. You see, this thing, school is not even transforming people. This thing called school doesn't, because they will go spend many years there and come out and graduate as dumb people. See, school is a big pan that is washing the brains of people. Oh. You don't go to that system of school that they've given. You see, there is a type of school they've given to Africans. Theory, books, a whole lot of rubbish. Some things, I don't know where it's from. I don't know. They'll be writing a whole lot. And then at the end of the day, the person will graduate. The person will be drained. The person will work. So when they take you to school, it's a prison ground to brainwash you more. So you will never see the essence of these things. You never see. You will never see the essence of whatever. You will not see. You think it's a joke. School is a curse. School is a curse. Going to school doesn't mean you're educated. Education comes from nature. Our ancestors were not going to primary 1, primary 2. They were not, no. Listen, school is a structure that is designed to wash you, to wash the hell out of you, it's suicide, to kill you. Let me use that, kill. They kill you. They kill you. You are killed. School. It's not a joke. Oh. They take you there to wash you. Tali, it's like you are washing and you are singing. Tali, Tali, Tali. The brain is being washed. Next brain, then they wash it. So the teachers are the agents, the washing agents. They themselves are washed to wash. You see, service to humanity. Service to wash humanity's brain. It's a whole lot too. This is nature's swimming pool. Very natural. As you can see, it's not blue. Water has no color. Please, we beg you. Water has no color. At least, you should know that humans have tried to give water a color. They couldn't find the color for water. So if you see a blue color, then that's not from nature. Now, if you have a river in your community, go there. Swim in it. Okay? Swim in the river. Sometimes the natives, even if there is an alligator in the river, they time the alligator. When the alligators are somewhere, they go and swim here. See, those animals are meant to be with us and live with us. healthy reptilians. We have some big lizards. They are all, you know, powerful animals, powerful reptiles. They are powerful reptiles. So you time them, so that you don't interrupt them. So that you don't interrupt them. So if you have a river that is powerful, check the energies, align with the energy. This river, she wants us to swim here. So we are swimming here. She wants to feel our bodies. This river has a powerful energy. This river gives life. It's a powerful river. It gave a particular people some life. They were searching for water. Ancestrally, they were searching for water. They settled and they were searching for, and they found this water. Ancestors too came and they were all around here, sitting in the water and taking baths. And taking baths in it. So, yeah. Align with the energies of your river, okay? Swim in her. If there is any plastic, help her. If there are no plastics around, bingo. Yeah. Namaste. School. Listen, school, school. It has caused harm. You see a big man, so-called big man in suit. The person is, listen, stupidity, let me tell you, stupidity. It's not about age and the fact that, hey, in fact, the grounds that makes you more dumb and stupid is the school. Because listen, the only time now even environmental, like now they've made it a course. It's like it's a course now. Nature courses, like they have something called nature courses. Earth, it's like they go, I don't know if they are philanthropists of the earth. The mother doesn't know them. They are masculine people who have just been traumatized and they've graduated. Are you getting it? And then they just are just in nature and they are writing there. When they go, they squat there and they watch some plant and they be writing. It's just school. They are not transformed. When they see this, they will run away or they will cause frenzy. They will shout and people, let's kill it. Especially the masculine guys. Let's kill it. Some can't even do that. It's the village people sometimes that want to do that. But people that have been to school, they've been devolved. Now it's the village people. Those see the dark people there in the village. They are the ones that have been killing the snakes. For them, they are very masculine there. So they see them and they want to kill them and sometimes sell them. They are devolved. But those who have been to the school consciousness too, the natives are in the those who are mostly in the villages are caught up in the consciousness of being dark and killing the animals. But for those who are in the white consciousness, for them they are in the school consciousness. When they see the snakes, they run away. Now both of them are all egoistic people. One is killing the snake, so one will face a karma. The other one too is running. The one has seen his or her karma. Because snake reveals you. So when don't see a snake and try to kill the snake, you are creating a problem for yourself. This thing, you can't learn it in school. It's not in school. It's powerful. What I'm telling you is powerful.